How do you feel about naked short puts? I hope you like them because today's trade, our cherry bomb trade for August 13th, 2020, is a short put in UAL. Now, UAL is one of those trades where it was our biggest loser to date, but it has 4 stars of liquidity and an IV rank of 29. And its IV percentile is a little higher than that. I believe it's closer to the 49 rank. So with that, our probabilities for this trade are looking near a 77% for probability of profit, and even better for a P50. So if you're interested in this trade, stay tuned. We're going to build it out. Hi everybody, Neil here with Option Theory. Welcome back. For those of you that are new here, head on that down to the description and you're going to find a link to sign up for the Cherry Bomb email list. That is where we get these trade ideas from Tasty Trade. So we recommend that you sign up for that. And while you're doing that, signing up for things, these trades are time sensitive. If you can, consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell. I'll remind you at the end too. That'd be great. But you'll be notified when these videos are released, and you'll be able to get these trades on as soon as possible. Or not, because sometimes we don't want to put on these trades. If you watched yesterday's video, I talk about how I don't like the trade, but it actually worked out well. So we'll talk about that in our portfolio recap. But anyway, on to today's trade. So on screen, you can see here the chart for UAL. Boy, you can see some sideways movement on this one. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but when you see that, you might think of a different trade on this one. We are selling premium, and even though 29 is not a particularly high IV rank, if you ask me. Right, not too much to see here in indicator land here, but like we said, not too much weight can be put into those, I think. All right, now we're going to go over to this Analyze tab, and I should say, for those that are new here, we are inside of ThinkOrSwim, and we're using the simulated trading platform, so you can get all the learning without any of the risk of losing your real dollars on this one. And when you feel ready, of course, you can step up to trading in a real account. All right, so over in this Analyze tab, Add Simulated Trade, you're going to be in the options chain, the September 18th weeklies, which as of today, like I said, was August 13th. We have 36 days to expiration. On the put side, we're going to scroll to the 29 strike, and you're going to left click on the bid, which is $1.04, right? And so we got a 10-cent bid-ask spread, so you could always shoot to do a little higher than that. You can do 5 cents higher. Let's do 109. And I believe in the email, which I'm just going to click over here off screen for a second. Yeah, that's what looks like what they put in their trade as well. So 109 matches that. We've got set here to 1 contract. Yours might be default to 10, particularly if you're new or you just like doing large contract quantities, right? So with that, we now have built the trade. But let's understand what's our max risk, like loss, and what's our max profit. If you are not new to this, you probably already know based on the number that you see here, but let's take a look at that in our probabilities of profit. First thing you do when you click on risk profiles, make sure you see this date here. I'm off by a day here, but that's okay. And what we're going to do is set this calendar date here to the 18th to the 19th. That's close enough, right? And you can see the expected move during that time. And I've set the price slice already by going to this menu option, choosing set slices to break even, and I choose that turquoise line. I want to know what my probability of profit by the end of this, by expiration is. We're looking at a 78% probability of profit. If you get the Cherry Bomb email, you'll actually see exactly what the P50 is. The probability of us getting 50% of this $109 credit is north of 90%. So those are some high probabilities. Okay, with that, another thing I like to do with trades like this is head over to here and set slices to chart. So now I can see sort of that, I don't want to call it a goalpost because that's what I think more of with iron condors. Wink, wink, based on the sideways movement, that could be an alternative, right? So here is our short put. That's this red line here tells us where our break even is. If UAL should take itself for a downward ride, which based on UAL's performance for us in the past, where it blew through rapidly, right, and we experienced a lot of pain, Yeah. Hopefully that won't happen again, but that, you know, I guess we wouldn't be surprised. But we can find a way to handle this a little better than we did last time, right? Got to learn from our trades. All right, so with that, coming back here, let's review our max profit and our max loss by right-clicking, choosing confirm and send. Our max profit, of course, is that $109 credit that we would receive, and you take that off of the strike price, right, of 29. That's where we are in our max risk of $2,791, right? The probability of us, let's go back for a quick second, go over here and see what our delta is on this one. Our delta here on this one is a 17 delta. So if you double that, so 34, so a 34% probability of touch is what we're looking at presently. Although if you look at the Cherry Bomb email, he has a percent touch on this one. It says 45%. So I'm wondering if sort of overnight action has caused this change here. But we're looking at a 34% probability of touch on this one, which means, you know, 34% probability of a heart attack, better than a 76% chance, right? Or sorry, 66% chance we're not going to have that heart attack. So there we go. All right, I'm going to hit send on this one. That's going to go over into my working orders, which, oh, I had this up because I wanted you to see. Here's my dirty laundry. There's that loss that we took with United Airlines when we had I believe it was a strangle on that one, and it blew through the call side. That was some pain. So how can we try to avoid something like that happening? Well, first off, the good news is, you know, it's not unlimited risk to the downside when you're selling a put, right? So, but I want to do a little better. I want to get notified when I get to about twice. No, the mechanic on this one, for if you follow the tasty trade approach, is to take the trade off if you've gotten 3 times the credit you received in losses. I want to set myself sort of a warning if I get to 2 times that loss, right? So the credit received was about $1, so 2 times that would be $2. So if this all of a sudden is worth $3, I want to be notified. So I want to right click this and choose Read Alert. And I want to know over here, United Airlines, when its last price was, I'm going to add $2 to that, 3, and then I'm going to make that just even, right? There we go. So I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to say 2x loss, consider closing. That's my little note to myself. I'm going to hit create, and now I'll be notified should that happen, right? Of course, I probably should have waited for that to fill. I have a feeling that this will fill, and we can monitor this trade at lunchtime on lunch break, right? All right, so with that, the other alternative, like I was talking about, you could consider on this one is potentially finding yourself an iron condor, right? What could that be? So we were at a 16-ish delta on the puts. You'd want to look for a similar delta here on the call, which looks like here, you could do a 48 or a 49. Which one has more open interest would be the 48. So you might consider throwing that one on there. So let's build that for a second, just so you can see it. And then there. That would be a strangle. So you, not what we were looking for, right? Hang on. This would be a dollar wide one to look at. So let's see there. It's all messed up with the other put that I have on there. So yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. You could build out an iron condor. So with the other trade that I have on there, it's not looking right. Anyway, thank you so much for making it this far. If you have made it this far and I earned your like, would you mind hitting that like button? And like I said earlier, consider subscribing and ringing that bell. It'll help you and it'll help me. And I appreciate your views. Thank you for my loyal viewers, and thank you to my newcomers. I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's final cherry bomb trade of the week. Till then, happy trading.